This conference will now be recorded.
Right. Let me open the application. Okay, let it be open. So we are learning about transfer order. If you want to transfer from one warehouse to another warehouse, if you want to transfer from one warehouse to another warehouse, then we need one transit warehouse. So warehouse types, there are three warehouse types. One is default warehouse, transit warehouse, quarantine warehouse. So till now, whatever we have learned, whatever we understood, it is default warehouse. Now, a new warehouse type we understood. Transit warehouse means indirectly it is a material is in the transit, or it is in the truck, or it is in the courier, whatever it may be. It is transit warehouse. So as soon as the stock is deducted from here, immediately it will be updated here, and later once it is reached here, it will update on the warehouse to warehouse or destination warehouse. Okay, this is we are learning yesterday. So let me open the transfer order from the system, and then I will show you how to do it. Just yesterday I have created one transfer order but not done anything. Let me show you that one, and then we'll proceed. Let it be open. So where it is available transfer order means the path for transfer order is inventory management, output orders, transfer order. Okay, inventory management, inventory management, output orders, like outbound orders, transfer order. This is outbound orders, transfer order. Okay. Meanwhile, let me open the released product information management, released products. So yesterday we have created one transfer order. This is from warehouse 11 and to warehouse 13. So as I told you, from warehouse should be attached with transit warehouse. I'm just opening this from warehouse. If you go inside, from warehouse should be tagged with transit warehouse. Should be tagged with the transit warehouse. Okay, let me go to release order and let me go to this item and manage inventory tab, view area page, on hand inventory. I'm sorry, on hand inventory. In this on hand inventory, it is showing actually 19 and 5 because we have created a transfer order 5. So from this 11, it is on order is 14. Earlier it is 14. It was added 5. And from 13 warehouse, it is going to be received. That is the reason ordered in total. Earlier we learned about if it is a sales order created, it is showing here. If it is a purchase order, it is showing here. Now transfer order means it is sending or dispatching material from this warehouse 11 and going to be received in this warehouse. That is the reason it is updated like this too. Okay, fine. Now once it is created, then we can go to, so if you want, you can use picking list and then picking list registration. So in the sales order, we have picking list and picking list registration. That one, whatever we have, that one we can use it. Otherwise, you can directly use transfer order, ship transfer order. In the sales order, we have created sales order and then confirmation is optional and then picking list registration, then packing slip. So picking list and picking list registration is optional and then packing slip. The same manner here also. So I will show you this generate picking list and picking list registration in the next step. So let me do ship transfer order. Ship transfer order means it is dispatched. Okay, so you can click on here. Instead of ship now, you can select all, click OK. I think print checkbox is enabled. That is the reason it is taking time. No, it was completed. Fine. Now, if you verify on-hand inventory, can anyone, what is the expected results? Any guesses? We have dispatched here. Transfer order, ship transfer order means dispatched from warehouse 11. So now, can anyone guess like what happens in the on-hand inventory? It will be
Basically,
decreased.
on-hand inventory will reduce.
Yeah. So where it will be? So in physical inventory, what? How many it will become? How much?
Uh,
92
Plus 5 minus.
-5.
minus 5,
Yeah.
because it is dispatched 90, it will become 92 and it will become 14. Okay, now one more line will be created, that is transit warehouse 29. It will show, that will be shown here 5. Look at this one. I'm clicking refresh. So it was decreased from 97 to 92, and it was on order is completed. So dispatched means it was decreased. Now in the warehouse 29, transit warehouse, 5 quantity available. It is reserved, means you cannot sell the items if the stock is in 29. If the stock is with the 29 warehouse, if the stock is with the 29 warehouse, you cannot always, whatever the stock available in the physical inventory, that will be reserved here. Means you cannot sell the material to the customers because it is in transit. If it is a transit warehouse, you cannot sell the material. Now it was reached after 2 hours or after 3 hours or after 5 hours or after 2 days, whatever it may be. So the truck is reached from here to here. So now inventory will be moved from truck to warehouse 13. So this may not be immediately, it may be 1 day, it may be 1 hour, it may be 2 days or 3 days, whatever it may be, the time or distance between two warehouses. So now it was received. So go to receive tab, click on operations, receive. So look at this one, the status is, I'm cancelling this one, status is shipped. Shipped means dispatched to the warehouse. Now click on receive. Same, instead of receive, now I'm selecting all. Now click OK.
So what is the difference between all and the
Ship
above
now.
option?
Yeah,
Ship
we'll
now.
discuss that one. We'll discuss this one. Give me 2 minutes, I will
Oh,
discuss. Now
okay.
received, the status is received. The status is received. Now what is the guess means? Any guess? It is received
This,
13 warehouse.
The row which has been, the third row will be removed from here because transit has been completed.
Yes. So it was removed from here. Okay. What is the next step?
The second row
It's,
will add.
yeah, 410 becomes 415,
Yeah.
and ordered in total will be disappeared because it is order is finished. So let me refresh. So this was became 415. So on order, ordered in total is finished because we have received, it was disappeared. Okay, let me do one more transaction once again. So if you want to create a transfer order, like inventory management, outbound orders, transfer order, click on new. From your house, whatever you are selecting, it should be selected or it should be attached to transit warehouse. And two warehouse is not mandatory. Click on new, click on add, select item 1000. Suppose I'm selecting 4. Now if you verify on hand inventory, this on order will become 18 because it is going to be dispatched 4 quantity, and ordered in total it will become 4 because it is going to be received 4 quantity. That's what it was. Next, now I don't want to dispatch 4 at this point because the truck is already occupied, only the space is available for only 2. So I want to dispatch 2 only. I want to dispatch 2 only. Now I can have option ship now. Instead of 4, I am going to ship only 2 quantity. I'm going to ship only 2 quantity. Then I can go to here and ship transfer order. Now ship now quantity is 2. If you want to dispatch all, you can select all. Then it will be shown 4. Now I would like to dispatch only 2. So it is ship now is selected. The reason behind here it is ship now is entered only 2. So now ship transfer order means 2 only. Understood? One is ship now, one is all. Let me
Yes,
proceed.
okay.
Let me
Satya, you
proceed.
said
Yeah.
to warehouse is not a mandatory field. So how
Two
does
ware
that logically work? If we
two
have to do a
warehouse.
transfer, from and to should be there, right?
Two warehouse not required transit warehouse. From warehouse should be attached with the transit warehouse, and to warehouse not required transit warehouse.
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay, fine. Okay, now the status is still created because even the two are created status. That is the reason status will not be changed. Okay, now if you verify on hand inventory, now it will become 16. It will become 16, and one more line will be created with the 29 warehouse and 2 physical inventory and 2 physical reserved. It will be shown. Physical inventory and physical reserve. Okay, now it is received by receiving warehouse, that is 13 warehouse it was received. Now so in this also we have option receive now, because we are not receiving all quantity, we are going to receive only 2 quantity because 11 warehouse transferred only 2. Now if you go to receive now, so receive now will show you 2. In the purchase order, sales order, how the way we learned, the same process, the same process. So receive now 2 quantity. Click OK. So you can verify on hand inventory. This 2 will be disappeared. This line will be disappeared, and it will update here 417. So remaining 2 quantity now I am dispatching. Now what I am doing, I am generating picking list. Means this is, as I told you, like picking list and registration means you are giving instructions to delivery boys to pick the material. Registration means he picked the material and he kept the material at the dispatch area. Now I am generate picking list. So here I am selecting all. So 2 quantity only it is available. I mean to say remaining 2 quantity only I need to dispatch. So I have taken a printout. I have given to delivery boys the printout. Okay. Then picking list registration means they have picked the material. They have picked the material. It is activated status, and update all. Now the status is completed, means it was kept at the dispatch area. It was kept at the dispatch area. Okay, Fine. 1 second. So once it is dispatched, now so it is kept at the dispatch area. Now I can do ship transfer order. Ship transfer order. Here now we can select picked quantity, because already 2 picked. We can select picked quantity. Automatically it will show, or you can select all, either one. Understood? You can select all, or you can select picked quantity 2. Then click OK. So now dispatched the material, whatever 2 material it is there, that is dispatched now. So now all the material, whatever order received, for the all quantity we have shipped, so the status will be changed to shipped. The status will be changed to shipped. Now if you verify on hand inventory, refresh, it was became 14, back to 14. Still I need to receive 2 quantity, 13 warehouse, and it is in the transit warehouse. The stock is with the transit warehouse 2. Once again transfer order, receive now, receive and receive. So you can select all, or you can enter receive now quantity there, then automatically it will show here. You know that one now. So click OK. It was received by receiving warehouse 2 warehouse. Receiving warehouse 2 warehouse. Now if you verify, it was available in this 419. Understood? Any questions here in this transfer order? Transfer order, is it clear? Any questions in this?
Hi Satya, good morning.
Yes, please. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, Satya. Satya, here we have 2 different warehouses, right? In one warehouse, users may be different. In another warehouse, users may be different. So with one transit order, how this now control will happen? For example, in 11 warehouse, I will be now creating order, right?
Yeah,
So
see,
another
actually, yeah, this is a transfer order, outbound orders, and inbound orders also there. So like receiving guy, they will go to this transfer order, and they will do the receiving of the order. So in other environment, like they will do it. I mean to say,
you mean to say
receiving warehouse guy.
one?
Yeah. Yeah, tell me please.
Okay, so receiving warehouse guy will have only received transit order access, and the outbound guy, that guy will have that access, right?
So to be frankly, the controls actually both will have permission. I mean to say, uh, if you want to take controls on like these buttons, yes, we can do it. But by default, it will be available. So whether you are opening from outbound orders, transfer order, or inbound orders, transfer order, by default it will be available for both ship transfer order and receive now transfer order. Both it will be available by default. But if you want to have restrictions, suppose if it is both sides, you cannot restrict. Am I right?
Yeah, correct.
Means if you are transferring from 11 to 13 and 13 to 11, in that case you cannot restrict, because it is required. If you are transferring, suppose take the example, 11 is head office, and 13 is branch office. Always I'm transferring from head office to transfer of 13, then we can restrict, like for head office we'll disable this one, and for this one we can disable this one. For 11 warehouse, 13 warehouse, we can have restrictions on the buttons if you want really. But if it is both sides, each transfer order wise, you don't have any controls. Understood?
Yeah, understood. Because I was just,
Mm,
for
mm,
example, outbound guy created, one transfer order, and
mm.
if another guy without, a shift is happened,
Notice. Mm.
he can go and, do even received and all those things, right?
Yes, exactly. I agree with you totally. But that's what, if you have from and to, actually, like if you are transferring from 11 to 13 and 13 to 11, it is there. Then for one transfer order, I want only receive, and for another transfer order, only ship. We don't have controls. But if you
Okay,
want to completely button wise, yes, the restrictions can be done in the security roles.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Fine. Any more questions in this area? Transfer order. So remember, if you are looking for change from your technology to dynamics world, you will get definitely this question: what is the difference between transfer journal versus transfer order? What is the difference between transfer journal versus transfer order? You are ready to face this question. If you are attending for logistics interview, definitely the interviewer will ask what is the difference between transfer journal and transfer order. You should be very much clear about the differences between these two. So transfer journal is moving the, like changing the inventory dimension from any inventory dimension to any other inventory dimension, one inventory dimension to another inventory dimension. That may be batch number to batch number, serial number to serial number, color to color, size to size, or warehouse to warehouse. Also, it is nearby. Anything. So, one inventory dimension to another inventory dimension, you are transferring. That is transfer journal. Transfer order means moving the material from one warehouse to another warehouse using transit warehouse. So some certain period, the stock will be in the transit warehouse, and from warehouse should be attached with the transit warehouse, and to warehouse is not required any transit warehouse. You should be very much clear. See, whenever you are attending interview anything, at that time, straightforward questions may be around 60 to 70%, and 30 to 40% questions will be typical scenarios. This will be a combination. So, so if you want to succeed in interview, at least straightforward scenarios you should know without any mistakes. Anyhow, typical scenarios means project based typical scenarios. It is typical to you to answer that questions. So wherever interviewer is asking straightforward system related questions, you should be 100% answer. You need to answer 100% for the straightforward questions. And the typical scenarios, it is business to business, it will be vary. For that, if you are answering at least out of 30%, in that 30%, 15%, if you are attempting properly, then 80 to 85% interview questions are correct. Any interview, no one can clear the interview with 100% subject. I mean to say, even though he knows about 100% subject, but he cannot answer in the interview 100%. You should be at least 80%, you should be answerable, the correct answers. So in your schooling or college, the examination, it is 35 or 40 marks the pass mark. Whereas in interviews, it will be 80%, minimum to minimum, 70 to 80%. You should be in a position to answer the questions. So this question is must, you will face it. So you need to be prepared like how to answer this question. Sometimes if I don't know, you can write down in your notepad. Yeah, no, take a notebook and one pen and write down what is the difference between transfer journal and transfer order. Yourself, your own words. Because this is a straightforward question, definitely will face it in the logistics interview. Fine. Any questions, please, till now? Transfer order and transfer journal.
So the same thing will apply for even asset transfer.
Asset transfer is different. Asset transfer is different completely. You are talking about fixed assets, am I right?
Yeah, yeah,
Fixed assets is completely different, not this way. Fixed assets is a different function. It is not
so
that
we
much
have
well. In that actually that in that fixed asset transfer is not that much the way how it was there in the logistics. It is very simple, straightforward. It is not simple, straight. It is a very simple, straightforward, and it is not that much. Uh, I mean to say, elaborated function available in the system. It is only a simple, small task. Okay. So next topic, let us understand reservation. Reservations. So reservations, there are three types of reservations available: manual, automatic, and explore. So let me verify the third one. Here parameters. So here is reservation, manual, automatic, explosion. Okay. Explosion we will understand later. First, let us understand manual and automatic. Manual and automatic. Can you please mute yourself, Shiva, if you don't mind? Yeah, fine. So manual, automatic, explosion. These are the three types of reservations. Okay, if you want to speak at any point of time, you can unmute yourself. You can ask me if you have any questions. Fine. Now, what is this manual? What is this automatic and explosion? Manual means I will do reservation whenever it is required. Automatic means every order will be reserved. So what is the difference? Suppose I have received an order at 9:30 a.m. IST. I received an order at 9:30 a.m. IST, some SO25 something, and for 5 quantity 5. I have received another order 27 at 10 a.m. AST for the same quantity, for the same item. I'm sorry, same item, 4 quantity. I have received another order 30, because why it is dumping? The reason behind the SO28 is for some other item. SO27 is for the same item, and 28, 29 some other item. Now I have received another order at 11 a.m. AST for quantity 12. Okay. Now this customer is not a regular customer. This customer is not a regular customer, and this customer is also not a regular customer. It is not important customer to me, my organization. I mean to say my organization. Now the stock is available. Stock is in quantity. If you make it manual reservation, as soon as I have received an order, I will do the reservation. So that the stock cannot be dispatched for these two sales orders. It can be dispatched to this specific order only. even though I have received at 11 a.m. AST, because the customer don't know at 9:30 whether the stock is available, or 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock I have received these orders. So customers don't know about what is going on in my client organization. Am I right? If you remember the organization structure, we are in this client place. We are receiving an order from this customer and another customer, another customer. We have received an orders, 3 orders. So available stock is 15. So now I will give priority to this customer. So I can reserve the stock for this sales order, and that is manual reservation. If you map manual reservation, then I can reserve this material for this specific customer. If it is automatic reservation, if you map automatic reservation, stock will be reserved initially the first order, 25th order, and once again it was reserved for remaining 4 quantity for, like a 4 quantity for this 27 order, and 9, 5 plus 4, 9 was already reserved. Only 6 can be reserved for this customer. Understood? So practically I will show you in the system how to do the reservation. Small function, very small function reservation, but let us understand in the system. Let me show you what it is. So let me click on new duplicate tab. Let me create a new sales order. Now it is manual. It is manual. So let me create a sales order. Sales and marketing. Sales orders, all sales orders. Click on new button. Select the customer. Any customer is fine. Any customer is fine. Click OK. Select warehouse. Click OK. So before this one, item 1000, actually search name is 101, but item is 1000. 88 is the physical inventory. Physical reserved, it is nothing as of now, physical reserved. But let me do now. Suppose item 1000, I'm taking for 4 quantity or 5 quantity. Suppose 5 quantity I have created sales order. So the reservation method you have mapped manual. So if you go to sales order, setup, the reservation type is manual, means it was not reserved. And if you verify on hand inventory, that 5 will be included here, it will become 15. Sorry, 14 plus 5, 19. I'm sorry, 14 plus 5, 19. Now it is not reserved. Now I want to do the reservation for this item. Okay, so for that, click on inventory, reservation. Click on reservation. So now you can click on reserve lot, or you can enter quantity whatever you want. Out of 5, if you want to reserve only 3, you can enter 3. Otherwise, if you click on reserve lot, it will show you the entire quantity reserved. Earlier it is on order, now it was physical reserved. Now If I close, if I verify on hand inventory, if I refresh, look at this one. It is on order became 14 back and it was reserved 5. So physical inventory, it is 88. 5 is reserved. Available physical is 83.
Is it allowed more than 5?
Sorry,
Then
come
the
again.
more than the order quantity, is it allowed? No.
I will come to that point in the few minutes, after few minutes. After a few minutes, I will come to that point. Normally it will not allow, but there is some other function I will discuss with you. If it is
Okay.
not available stock. Okay. We'll come to that point after a few minutes. Why now? Physical inventory is 88. Physical inventory is 88 and reserved 5 and available physical it is 83. Available physical it is 83. So this minus this equal to 83. So means you can reserve or you can dispatch material for some other items or for some other orders up to 83 only. Even though it is available physically in your warehouse, it is showing 88, but you cannot dispatch more than 83 for other customers. It was reserved for this specific customer. Okay, if you map automatic, let me map automatic. I have mapped automatic. Now I'm creating another sales order. Click on new sales order. Select any customer. I have received an order from the customer 2 now. Click OK. So item 1000. Suppose I have received an order for 2 quantity.
So can you add two line items here so we get to know how does it happens with two lines? So do we need to do it differently? Differently reservations for two different items in one sales
No,
order?
no, no, no. If you go for another item, yes, it will be reserved for all items because we have mapped automatic. Now it is automatic. Okay, I will show you that one also. Give me a minute. I will show you. You want another items also. Am I right? Okay, I will show you.
Yes, yes.
First, let me show you this one. Now we have mapped automatic. We have mapped automatic. Now it will not update on order here. Directly it will update physical reserved. Look at this one. It was automatic. Means automatic means it was whenever you are creating the reservation is executed automatically and it will be reserved the stock. Without this action, automatic is executed that automatic reservation. Okay, now so this automatic reservation is applicable for only one specific item or for all, because in AR parameters we have configured. And let me go to another item and let me, before going to execute, let me show you. Suppose D001 I will take D001. Let me verify on hand inventory. How many stock? Let me verify. So 5 stock available. All 5 are reserved. All 5 are reserved. So in this case, I cannot do reservation. Means it will not be reserved. Let me verify some other stock, so that I would like to show you for this next item also it will be reserved. Let me verify D002. Okay, 11 warehouse, we have 704 items, 704. Now D002, I'm creating new line. D002. So suppose 5 quantity. So for this also we have mapped at a parameters level automatic. So this is also applicable for automatic. Now if you verify on hand inventory, if you refresh, it will be reserved. Make sense? So this reservation is at head level, means parameters means company level. Always parameter level means in the parameters you are configuring means it is header level. Now I don't want for all items I want automatic, for few items I want manually. For few items I want manually reservation. Now suppose take the example D003. For this I want manual reservation, I don't want automatic reservation. You have mapped for all items, we have mapped automatic reservation, but this is most important item. I don't want automatic reservation, I want manual reservation. Remaining all are automatic. Then if you want like that, you can go inside. Item is linked with storage dimension group, tracking dimension group, product dimension group, item group, item model group. Now this item is linked with item model group. This item model group, I can go inside item model group. I can create one specific item model group, and I can map for this specific item model group, I can map manual. So for few items I want manual only, then this will be overwrite with this item model group. Understood? Default means whatever you have mapped in the parameters, that will be defaulted automatically without anything. And if you want to overwrite differently, you can have item is linked with item model group, and in the item model group you can map automatic, manual. Explosion I will discuss, but before first you try to understand automatic and manual. You can overwrite whatever the way you want. For few items I want manual reservation, for all items automatic, or for all items I want manual, and for few items it is automatic reservation. Yes, we can map. You can create for the specific few items, you can create one item model group separately, and then you can map whatever the reservation you want.
Is this standard model group system defined or user defined?
We need to create this item model group. Item model group I need to explain you a lot. There are so many.
Okay.
There are so much. After 1 month you are going to learn. This is heart of the application. If you compare a human being, this is a heart.
Okay.
There are so many setups. I will discuss with you later.
All inventory controls, item controls, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Fine. So at this point, is it clear? Like, so you can have automatic and manual. Now, what is this explosion? This will be used in the manufacturing process majorly. So if you map normally manual or automatic, it is fine. If it is a BOM, we have BOM and BOM lines. Okay, so let me open the extra day what we have learned recently, bill of material pen. If I have received an order from the customer for pen, if I want to reserve for pen, no issues. If you want to reserve pen refill, pen cap, pen body 1, pen body 2, raw materials, if you want to reserve, then you can use the function called explosion. Explosion means it will reserve the components, BOM components rather than BOM. Okay, so this will be used in the manufacturing process for explosion. Okay, so this may or may not, I have not used much, to be frankly. So maybe in the, if you want to reserve BVM line items, then I can map specific for specific items in the item model group. I can map explosion, so that for that specific items it will be reserved that specific items. For raw material in the production process, you can use that one, explosion. Okay, fine. Now, if suppose stock is not available, if I verify on hand inventory, if I don't have any stock in the on hand inventory, here it is not available, whether it can be reserved or not. If it is stock is not available, then if you create a purchase order, added in total purchase order, then I can reserve that one here. If you create a purchase order, against purchase order in the sales order we can reserve. So where it is available, the setup. So inventory management, collapse all, setup, inventory management parameters. I will write down all the steps. Okay, here reserve ordered items. So if you look at this one, select this option to reserve the items, receipts that are ordered against the items issues in the accounts receivable. So it is available in the project management accounting also. So this is reserve ordered items. Okay, let me write down this all steps. First one is accounts receivable parameters. Let me show you that one first. Let me write down accounts receivable parameters, general tab, and sales default values. Reservation, you have options, 3 options: automatic, manual, automatic, explosion. Okay, so if you map manual, it will not reserve automatically. If you map automatic, then it will be reserved by default first in first out material. It will be reserved. Explosion means, as I told you, the reservation can be done against B1 lines.
If it is an automatic, automatically whatever order quantity is there, that much quantity can be reserved.
Yes, exactly. So first quantity, whatever I have received, this is at 9:30, it will be reserved automatically.
Okay.
Next it will be reserved. So if you don't have any priority of your customers, then it will be automatic reservation. If you have priority, because if it is a wholesale distribution company, definitely there will be priority customers and normal customers. So it is usually we'll map it manual for the business distribution companies. For I mean to say, like Flipkart or these kind of things, then it will be automatic reservation usually, because available stock 5, 4, 3 it will show you. That is automatic reservation. E-commerce will be, and I mean to say retail industry, always it will be automatic reservation for e-commerce retail industry. But for distribution companies, usually I will have preferable customers. The reason behind, one customer he is purchasing in a month, he is purchasing suppose 10 lakhs, another customer he is purchasing 50 lakhs. Then I will give high priority for 50 lakhs purchase who is purchasing every month rather than 10 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Obviously, if I'm running my business, I will give high priority for the like regular customer rather than rare customers. Okay. So if you map this one, then automatically in the sales order, whatever you have mapped at the parameter level, that will be populated in the sales order. In the sales order, line details, setup, line details, setup, tab, reservation, it will be populated. Okay. If it is manual, if the setup is manual, then if you want to do reservation, we have option, the line in the sales order lines, inventory drop down menu, reservation, sales order lines, inventory menu, drop down menu, reservation, you can do the reservation. Okay, so if you want to overwrite in the parameters level, whatever it is there, if you want to reserve overwrite with the specific items, then it is available in the released products. Sorry, it is in the item model group. In item model group, you can overwrite in this, like here item is tagged with item model group. So you need to create a specific item model group, whatever you want, and for that specific item model group, you can tag this one in the item model group. Okay, in the item model group, we have option. It is item sale reservation. You can overwrite with this one, whatever you want. So you can create item model group and you can tag this item model group to specific items wherever you want. With if it is a manual, it is mapped in the header level, I mean it's a parameter level, you can make automatic or explosion, or if it is automatic it was mapped, if you want to make it manual, yes, we can map. Okay, so on the second option, as I told you, ordered quantity reservation, tomorrow I will show you, I have not explained ordered quantity reservation, reserve ordered quantity. This topic I will discuss with you tomorrow. Just I have shown the checkbox, it is available in the system. So if you want to reserve, if it is on-hand inventory is not exist, if you want to reserve ordered in total, means purchase order quantity, if you want to reserve, then it is available here. Okay, we'll discuss this one tomorrow in detail. Okay, it's time up. Any quick questions? Reserve ordered quantity. This topic tomorrow I will show you practically how it works in the system. Fine.
Thank you, Satya.
Any more questions? Yes, please. Yeah. Any questions? If nothing, then we can wind up the session for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, same time, 6 a.m. IST. Okay. See you all.
Thank you.